Welcome students, myself Mahbub Pasha, and today in this session we will be discussing representation of rational numbers on number line. In previous classes we have solved the problems related to exercise 2.1. So in this session we will be discussing the representation of rational numbers on number line. Students, let us first see the number line of natural numbers. Okay, so as you know that natural numbers starts from 1, 2, 3 and so on. Okay, as you know that natural number starts from 1, 2, 3 and so on. So because of this, the number line of natural numbers starts from 1, 2, 3 and so on. Okay, as the natural number starts from 1, 2, 3 and so on, the number line of natural numbers starts from 1, 2, 3. Okay, so here the line can be extended to the right of 1. Here there are no numbers to the left of 1. Okay, the line can be extended indefinitely to the right of 1. Now come to whole numbers. Okay, so as you know that whole number starts from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. The number line of whole numbers also starts from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. Okay, so here there are no numbers to the left of 0. The number line begins with respect to whole numbers from the right of 0. The line can be extended indefinitely to the right of 0. Okay. Now come to integers. You know that integers consist of negative numbers, 0 and positive numbers. Okay. Integers consist of negative numbers, 0 as well as positive numbers. So here the number line of integers also consisting of negative numbers, 0 and positive numbers. There will be positive numbers to the right of 0. Okay. There will be positive numbers to the right of 0 and there will be negative numbers to the left of 0. So here the line can be extended indefinitely on both sides. Okay. So now can you see numbers between these two numbers, any two numbers? Can you see any other numbers between 0 and 1? Can you see any other numbers between 1 and 2, 2 and 3 and all? No. You cannot see numbers in between any two numbers. Now come to rational numbers. You know that there are negative rational numbers and positive rational numbers. Okay, so rational numbers consisting of negative numbers, 0 and positive numbers. Okay. So what are rational numbers? Rational numbers are those which can be written in the form of P by Q, where Q should not be equal to 0. What are rational numbers? We have studied that rational numbers are nothing but the numbers which can be written in the form of P by Q. So here also on the number line of rational numbers, what we are getting, what it consists of? It consists of negative numbers, 0 and positive numbers. Okay, so here we will write 0. Next here 1. Minus 1 is a rational number, no? Minus 1 is a rational number, and here 1 is also a rational number. So here the midpoint of 0 and 1 can be represented by 1 by 2. Okay, here the midpoint of 0 and 1 can be represented by 1 by 2, and the midpoint of 0 and minus 1, the midpoint of this distance can be represented by 1 by 2, as here minus sign is there, so it is minus 1 by 2. Okay, understood? The distance between 0 and 1, 0 and 1 and 0 and minus 1 can be represented by 1 by 2. Okay, so here in case of number line of rational numbers, you can see the numbers in between any two numbers. So look at here. So we can see the numbers between 0 and 1. 1 by 2 is there, no? So here also we can see the number between 0 and minus 1, that is minus 1 by 2. If you ask to represent 1 by 3 on number line, then how will you represent? So here in this case, you need to divide 1 unit. Okay, you need to divide 1 unit. So here the distance on number line, that is from 0 to 1, is called as 1 unit, from 1 to 2 is called as 1 unit, like this. Okay, so here 0 to 1 is 1 unit, 1 to 2 is 1 unit, 2 to 3 is 1 unit. So in this case, if you want to represent 1 by 3 on number line, then you need to divide 1 unit of number line into 3 equal parts. If you want to represent 1 by 3 on number line, then you need to represent one. Then you need to divide 1 unit of number line into 3 equal parts. So here first part, okay. So here first part is represented by 1 by 3, and second part is represented by 2 by 3, and third part is represented by 3 by 3. Okay. So here, and this part is represented by 0 by 3, and this part is represented by 0 by 3. So look at here students, 0 by 3 is nothing but what? 0. 0 divided by any number is what? 0. So okay, so here 0 is there. So look at here, 3 by 3 is there. When you cancel, what we are getting? 1 only, no? So this represents 1. 3 by 3 represents 1. Okay, so if you want to represent 1 by 3 on number line, so then what you need to do? You need to divide 1 unit into 3 equal parts. The first part is named as 1 by 3, second part is named as 2 by 3, and third part is named as 3 by 3. So you want to show 1 by 3, no? If you want to show 1 by 3 means just mark this one, okay? So in this way, you can represent the number on number line. If they ask you to represent 1 by 8, if they ask you to represent 1 by 8 on number line, then how will you represent? So here, in this case, what you need to do? You need to divide. You need to divide 1 unit. Okay. So you need to divide. Look at the number here. What is at the denominator? 8. No. The number which is at the denominator is what? 8. So here in this case, you need to divide 1 unit of a number line into 8 equal parts. Previous there will be 3 now. So that's why we have divided into 3 equal parts. So here you need to divide into 8 equal parts. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and this will be 8th part. Okay, so here you need to divide. You need to divide 1 unit of the number line into 8 equal parts. So look at here, first part, second part, third part, fourth part, fifth part, sixth part, seventh part, and 8th part. So here this part is represented by, as this is the first part, this part is represented by 1 by 8, and this can be represented by 2 by 8, and this is 3 by 8, 4 by 8, 5 by 8, this is 6 by 8, and this is 7 by 8, and this is 8 by 8. If you want, you can name this as 0 by 8. Okay, or else you can leave this. If you want to write, you can, or else it is not necessary. So look at here students, 0 by any number is what? 0 only. And look at here, 8 by 8 is there, 8 by 8. So what we are getting? 8 by 8, when you cancel 8 ones 8, we are getting 1, no? So this represents 1, and this represents 0. So here, see, you can write this or you can leave this. Okay, it is not necessary, but you need to write from here to there. So now look at here, we have what we have done. We have divided 1 unit of number line into 8 equal parts, and we have named it 1 by 8, 2 by 8, 3 by 8, 4 by 8, 5 by 8, 6 by 8, 7 by 8, and 8 by 8. And if you want to show 1 by 8 now, then mark this one. Want to show 1 by 8 means then mark this one. How we must know that in how many sectors or in how many parts we need to divide the number line? If they are given the number as 2 by 5, if they are given the number as 2 by 5, then how we need to know that in how many sectors we need to divide the number line? Okay, so here in this case, so look at the fraction. If you are having confusion in how many sectors we need to divide number line, okay, if you are having confusion in how many sectors or parts does we need to divide 1 unit of number line to represent any number means, so look at this fraction. Okay, so look at here, 2 by 5 is there. So what is the denominator? 5, no? So here, as the denominator is 5, then you need to look after the denominator. As the denominator is 5, then you need to divide 1 unit of the number line. You need to divide 1 unit of the number line into 5 equal parts. You have divided 1 unit into 5 equal parts. Okay, as the denominator is 5, you have divided 1 unit into 5 equal parts, then how we'll come to know that which part we have to represent? Then look after the numerator. Look after the numerator. So numerator tells us which part we have to represent. Numerator of a number tells us which fraction or which part we have to represent, and denominator tells us in how many parts does one unit of the number line or does the unit of number line have to be divided. Okay, so look at here. So here what is denominator 8 now? So as the denominator is 8, so we have divided 1 unit. This is 1 unit now from 0 to 1. So as the denominator is 8, so we have divided 1 unit into 8 parts, 8 equal parts, and look at the number numerator, it is 1 now. So as the numerator is 1, so we have shown this, we have represented first part. Okay, so in this way you can just come to know in how many parts does we need to divide number line and which part we need to represent. If you want to represent 2 by 5, okay, then how will you represent? If you want to represent 2 by 5, then how will you represent? So here as the denominator is 5, you need to divide. As the denominator is 5, you need to divide 1 unit into 5 equal parts. 1 part, 2 part, 3 part and 4 part, and this is 5th part. So we have divided 1 unit. So we have divided 1 unit into 5 parts. First, second, third, fourth, fifth. Now look at here. This part can be represented by, as we are divided into 5 equal parts. This is first part now. So it is represented by 1 by 5, and it is represented by 2 by 5, and it is represented by 3 by 5, 4 by 5, and 5 by 5. Okay. So now look at the numerator 2 no. So numerator is 2 means, so we need to represent this part. Okay, we need to show or we need to represent this part. So it is, so here it is 2 by 5. So here up to now we have seen how to represent proper fraction on number line. Okay, so how to represent proper fraction on number line, and now we will see how to represent improper fraction on number line. Okay, so if you ask to represent 5 by 3, then how will you represent? So look at here. Denominator is lesser than numerator, so it is a improper fraction. So here 5 by 3 is there. Then how you can represent on this number line? Okay, so here 5 by 3 is there. How you can represent it on number line? So in this case, so look at here. As the denominator is 3. Okay, so look at the denominator. As the denominator is 3, you need to divide each unit of the number line into 3 equal parts. As the denominator is 3, then you need to divide each unit of the number line into 3 equal parts. So 0. Okay, this is 1 unit. This is 1 unit. We have divided into 3 equal parts. As I told you, each unit we need to divide into 3 equal parts. So this is 1 unit. Okay, from 0 to 1 is 1 unit, and from 1 to 2 is 1 unit. So here what we have done, we have divided each unit into 3 equal parts. So here what we have done, we have divided each unit into 3 equal parts. So now this part can be represented as 1 by 3, this is 2 by 3, this is 3 by 3, this is 4 by 3, this is 5 by 3, and this is 6 by 3. Okay, so look at here what we have done, we have divided each unit into 3 equal parts. First part can be represented as 1 by 3, next 2 by 3, next 3 by 3, 4 by 3, 5 by 3, and 6 by 3. And now which part you need to represent? 5 no, 5 by 3. So here it is 5 by 3. Okay, so look at here students, 3 by 3 is there. When we cancel it, we are getting 1 only now. When we are cancelling, we are getting 1 only. And 6 by 3 is there. So when we cancel it, what we are getting? 2 no, we are getting 2. So same number is there. So same numbers are there. So these numbers are in between 1 and 2. Okay. Now if you want to represent 7 by 4. if you want to represent 7 by 4, okay, then what you need to do? You need to divide each unit of the number line. Here what is the denominator? 4, no? So you need to divide each unit of the number line into 4 equal parts. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So here 2. So you need to divide each unit into 2 equal parts. And this is represented as 1 by 4, 2 by 4, 3 by 4, 4 by 4, 5 by 4, 6 by 4, 7 by 4 and 8 by 4. So you want to represent 7 by 4 means, so mark this one. Okay. So look at here, 4 by 4 is nothing but 1 only and 8 by 4 is nothing but 2 only. Okay. If you want to represent minus 5 by 4, if you want to represent minus 5 by 4 on number line, then how will you represent? This is negative, no? So here this is also same. So extend the line towards left side. Okay, as the negative numbers, as there will be negative numbers to the left of 0. So this is 0. So here, as the denominator is 4, you need to divide each unit into 4 equal parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So this is minus 1 and this is minus 2. Okay, why? Because negative numbers is on the left side. So here we want to represent minus 5 by 4. So this can be represented as minus 1 by 4, minus 2 by 4, minus 3 by 4, minus 4 by 4, next minus 5 by 4, minus 6 by 4, minus 7 by 4 and minus 8 by 4. Okay. So look at your students, minus 8 by 4 is nothing but minus 2. Minus 4 by 4 is nothing but minus 1. So which number you need to show? Minus 5 by 4, no? So this is a minus 5 by 4. Okay. So here in this way you can represent the negative rational numbers also on number line. If you want to represent minus 7 by 5 on number line, minus 7 by 5. If you want to represent minus 7 by 5 on number line, then how will you represent? So same. Okay. So extend the line 0. So as the denominator is 5, you need to divide each unit into 5 equal parts. Okay. So extend the line. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 parts now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is minus 1. And from here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is minus 2. Okay. Now you need to represent what? Minus 7 by 5. So here now this part can be represented by 1 by 5. This part can be represented as minus 2 by 5, minus 3 by 5, minus 4 by 5, minus 5 by 5, minus 6 by 5, minus 7 by 5, minus 8 by 5, minus 9 by 5 and minus 10 by 5. Okay, so minus 10 by 5. So minus 10 by 5 is nothing but minus 2 and minus 5 by 5 is nothing but minus 1. So which part we need to represent? Minus 7 by 5, no? So this is the part that we have represent, that we need to. So this is the part that we need to represent on number line. Okay, I hope you might have understood this concept, that is how to represent a rational number on number line.